Happy New Month, guys. We're in the last month of 2020. This year has been tough, very tough. But we're grateful. We're here. And so I came up with an idea, guys. So, full disclosure, guys, I'm trying to develop my speaking skills and learning to be very confident in front of the camera. And that's why I'm doing this, okay? I thought it would be a great idea to record all my learnings in the last month of this year and just store it for whatever reason, you know. It's actually one way I'm trying to up my personal development game. And so these videos will be very unscripted. I'm not going to edit it. It's just going to be the way it is. But I really think that I will be sharing some very good tips that could be very helpful. And so if you like it, definitely like this video and subscribe. So what I learned today, today's 1st of December, by the way. Three questions that are very essential for success. The first is, who are you? Where are you coming from? And where are you going to? Now, full disclosure again, these ideas are not mine. I learned them, right? And this time I learned them from Mr. Joseph Olaoye's amazing book. I'm going to share the link in the description below, and here's a picture of the book. The cover of the book. And so if anybody asks you, who are you? What's going to be your answer? Are you going to say your name? Are you going to tell us what you do? Are you going to tell us your nationality? Or what are you going to say when I ask you, who are you? I mean, in this amazing book, I learned that actually the answer to that question is, what are your core beliefs? No, I'm sorry. The way to answer that question is to tell us what your core beliefs are. It's to tell us what really motivates you. It's to tell us your convictions, your interests, what really captivates you. That's what we want to know when we ask, who are you, right? Your name, your height, your gender, whatever, you can have that on your ID card. I mean, that was really striking to me because I'm like, I've gone for several interviews and they say, who are you? And I'm like, yeah, I'm a student of this one. I'm like, that's not what we're asking you. We're asking you, tell us what makes you unique. Tell us your story. That's it. Tell us your story. Tell us what makes you different. Tell us what makes you tick. Why you're so much fun to meet. That's what they mean by who are you. So the next time somebody asks you, who are you? Tell us your story. Tell us what makes you different. Tell us what makes you unique. Tell us how much you love music and how music speaks to the soul and how you love to see people express themselves in tunes and melodies and, you know, even in their expressions of worship to God. And you know, tell us what makes you you. Tell us how much you love the arts. Tell us how you grew up in circumstances that were way difficult for you to thrive, and yet you made something beautiful out of your life. Tell us what makes you you. And then the second thing is, where are you from? Now, this was really interesting for me because typically when I was asked that, where are you from? I'm like, I'm from Nigeria, because I'm from Nigeria and I love my country, by the way. But yeah, like I got to realize that that's really not the answer to that question as well. Imagine. So the answer to where are you from is, tell us your culture, tell us your history, tell us your background, tell us the relationships you came from, now, of course, not personal details about your family, but tell us the kind of family you come from. You know, that's what we want to know, because countries are actually political constructs. And this is really interesting to me because he highlighted that, for example, Czechoslovakia, I think that's the pronunciation, was established or formed in 1918, and it was peacefully dissolved in 1993, right? So anybody who was born in Czechoslovakia at that time, if you ask them now where you're from, what are they supposed to say? Because that country doesn't exist anymore. For example, there's South Sudan, right? That was established a few years ago, I think 2008 or something. And then there's Serbia, that was like 2006. So people that were born before this time, where are they supposed to say they came from, right? So the idea is that where you're from is really asking, what's your culture like? What formed your mindset, your background, that kind of thing. That's what we want to know when we ask you, where are you from? Mind blown, mind blown. And then the third thing actually is, where are you going? And this really deals with, what does success mean to you? Like, what's your picture of your life in the next future, right? And the important thing is that this has to be your decision, your definition, you know. And I learned something very interesting from a futurist and the man I admire so much, Olakunle Shorinyo. He said that success really is what you have accomplished compared to what you could accomplish. Now, when I use the word accomplish, I don't really mean in accomplishments alone, or who you are compared to who you could have been or who you should have been. That's really what success is. And I think that's a really interesting concept, because then you're not competing with anybody. Then you are competing with yourself, right? And so you are striving to be a better version of yourself when you say you're trying to be successful. And I think that's a really big paradigm shift, you know, because where you're going really speaks of what will make you intrinsically satisfied, internally satisfied, what will make you at peace with yourself within. I thought that was really amazing, because then, like, all the external pressures to be like the Joneses or to outdo someone else, a competitor, whatever, that one just falls away. And then you can just really strive to be better than you were yesterday. That's amazing. I mean, I thought that these were very good, you know, perspectives to look at what success really means and how to define success for ourselves. So now when you ask me, who am I definitely have a different answer. I know where I'm from now. And by the way, I thought to go learn more about my history and the Yoruba people. I come from Yoruba, southwest Nigeria. Learn more about them, because also there's an interesting fact. He showed that children who know their history tend to have a stronger sense of pride about themselves, you know, sometimes having higher self-esteem, and, you know, generally just performing better than people who didn't know their history. I think I can relate with that, because, okay, now I'm getting too personal, but I think that was, okay, let me just say it. So I was told that we come from a royal family, and honestly, the day I heard that, it really changed the way I acted. Like, I started to feel like something special. Yes, I'm special, but like, just that made me start feeling that way, and I thought that was really remarkable. So yeah, this is what I learned today, and of course you guys should get the book. It's in the link in the description below. It is amazing. It's really mind-blowing. So guys, that's what I learned today, and that's it for today, guys. I'll see you tomorrow.